Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Hunter Tune. Today we're going to continue working on this Buick and trying to make a little bit more power than we did yesterday. So yesterday we had this thing on the dyno and we made about 600 wheel horsepower with it, but we ran into a wall. Could not get any more boost out of the car, and we're just trying to find the restriction. We're trying to find the limitation of why this thing's only capable of 600 horsepower right now, and I think I may have found a possible issue. So you guys know, if you guys know turbos at all, you know that a big turbocharger like this needs to be able to breathe. And the intake side is obviously not a restriction. We only have a screen on the front of it. And the back side is usually the restriction. When you have too small of an exhaust on something for a turbocharge application, it will limit the RPM of the turbo and allow it to get backed up. It's not going to be able to spin as fast, and it's not going to be able to make the boost that you're demanding. So on the dyno yesterday, I did kind of notice that the boost on this thing was very linear. Like it would not shoot up into the peak boost and sit there very well on higher boost than like 6. On 12 pounds, it definitely got a little bit slower to build, and it just seemed choked up. So I started inspecting the exhaust on this car, and this is the downpipe that was on it. It fit underneath the car and everything like that. And he had a cutout on here. Sorry, I was cutting this under the car, so it kind of looks like crap. But let me get this off of here. So the downpipe went down to this junction right here, and there was a cutout. So this is the cutout that is on the car. And if you guys can tell, I don't know what you would think, but if you look through this piece of pipe, where do you think the exhaust is going to naturally want to go? It's going to naturally kind of want to go straight through this pipe. I would think. Obviously, it's going to take a path of least resistance. This section here was hooked up to tailpipes and 2 mufflers with 2¼ inch tailpipes. This is obviously going to be a little bit more of a restriction, so it's going to naturally want to take the path of least resistance out of the cutout. But when I was on the dyno with this thing, or even just running it and idling it, there was still exhaust coming out of the tailpipes, both sides, and that just kind of tells me that, you know, half of the exhaust is going through the cutout and half of the exhaust is going through the tailpipes. And if you try to shove that much turbo through that little of an exhaust, it's going to be backed up, and it's not going to want to make good horsepower. It's not going to want to spool up good, and it's just not going to be a good time. So what I did is I just removed the downpipe on this car, and we are going to proceed to build our own downpipe. Not even a downpipe. We're just going to put an up pipe on this car, or a side pipe. Probably just going to angle it out, you know, away from the hood and stuff like that for now, just to kind of eliminate some variables and see what's going on. This guy actually did plan on doing a 5-inch downpipe on this car, but I don't know how on earth you'd fit 5 inches of downpipe through this thing without it hitting stuff. So you guys know that on my Mustang, or on any of my personal drag racing cars, which is what this car is going to be, we only run, you know, a very limited amount of exhaust pipe and a very large exhaust pipe. So no restrictions, no choked up points, and just free flowing exhaust will keep the engine a lot happier. Same thing on the Mustang. I have a 4-inch 90 off of the turbo, just fender exit. And there's a reason we do this stuff, and I want to try to show you guys today maybe how much of a difference this is going to make, or maybe make me look like an idiot. But this is the other end of where it connects onto the turbo, and it necks down 2 sizes. So it goes from 4-inch out here to 3.5 to 3. So it necks down a whole inch right at the turbo, and then obviously going through the tailpipes and stuff like that, it's just going to kill power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this flange off of here, and we're going to remove this flange, and I have I just bought a 4-inch 90-degree elbow. Sucks, these damn pipes are pricey. I think this bend right here was $40 just for this bend. But you got to have a good mandrel bend, and that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to just chuck this thing on there and do a couple more dyno runs and see if we can maybe get some better results. Alrighty, so we just got the downpipe flange welded to our new 4-inch pipe, or this 4-inch elbow. much better flow. I could fit my fist through there if I tried. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of wire wheel off all the weld and make sure we don't have any holes where I welded. And then we're going to get this thing on here and see where we're going to put our O2 sensor. And then we're going to have to drill a hole in this exhaust pipe and weld on an O2 bung. Looks a little better. One-handed. All right, so we positioned our O2 on the small radius of the pipe. Usually when I put them on like the back side of the pipe here, the sensors go out a lot easier, I've found out. On the bend on a pipe, you want to usually put it on the inside part of the bend. At least that's what I've been doing and I've had good luck with. And every time I do it the other way, the sensors go out. But I got some O2 bungs up here. Here's one. It's kind of nice to have some of this stuff like stocked, so I don't always have to like run back and forth to the parts store or whatever. It's kind of nice. I've been trying to stock up on stuff that I do use, you know, frequently, and O2 bungs is one of them. So now we'll just weld that guy on and send it. All right, guys, I'm ready to get rolling on the dyno. We got the exhaust installed, the O2 sensors installed, and this thing sounds pissed. I'm ready to see what kind of difference this is going to make. I know it's kind of ghetto to do the, you know, 90-degree bend off the turbo, but I'm hopefully going to show you guys it's going to make the world of difference. And this hood's already cut, so I feel like a hood exit on this car is going to be in the future. But this is just temporary, like I said, to do some testing. Laptop ripped open here. So yesterday when I was on the dyno, we couldn't get more than about 12-13 pounds out of this thing. I have not touched the tune whatsoever. All I did was change the exhaust, and I'm gonna see what kind of air fuel we're running and how much boost we're gonna be able to get out of it now, just by changing this exhaust. No! Restart to finish updating your PC. No. My dyno computer is telling me to restart. Not now. Later, bitch. All right. And like I said, last night when we were rolling, we saw about 1150 air fuel with that boost level. See what it does? It's fogging the window up because it's all coming under the hood there. Yeah, we got to turn her down. Knew this would help. Yeah, buddy. I've just seen this problem too many times, guys. I know what works and what don't on these things. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Set 2, let's turn this controller way down here. And we'll just do a rip, see what it does. But that was pissed. That was pissed. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll log one now that I turn the controller down. Way more power. We'll see what one it blew off here quick. and we'll see what the curve looked like on the bottom side. It spools up way faster, guys, I'm telling you. This thing's a new animal. I really like the shifter. Oh yeah, she's angry. She is angry. What one did we blow off? These are all good. This one down here is good. Underneath, going to the intercooler is good. Let's look on this side. Oh no. We blew the one at the intercooler on this side this time. Oh yeah, she's making jam, boys. Let's see what she did. And I didn't even, right as it came into boost, it blew off. So we're not making a peak number right now, but I just want to check out the area under the curve. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It's literally, oh my, yeah. This thing's gonna eat. This thing's gonna eat. Look at that. Just look at the difference. How much, okay. Right here, before, same spot. I'm not saying this torque is accurate because I really don't think it is. The horsepower is what we're after, but I'm just showing you the difference in the curve. 568 foot-pounds of torque before, and at that same spot in the curve, we are now making 680 foot-pounds. 120 foot-pound difference. Turning the boost down on the controller, and 351 horsepower at that spot on the curve before, 422 now. Imagine when this thing actually stands up, what it's gonna look like, guys. I'm stoked. This thing's just gonna shred. All right, guys, so we just got that coupler fixed. The reason it blew off, I think, is because the pipe was not bead rolled on the end. So I don't have a bead roller here. I just took a Dykes and I just bent the aluminum pipe out a little bit so it had something to grab onto. And then I reefed the clamp down, and we're gonna try it again. Laying in all the dust and dirt to get this thing done, but let's get it done. Hope you're happy, Roy. What do you think? You guys want to ride in the car again, or do you want to watch outside? Let's go inside the car one more time. Why don't we? See if she pops. Come on. I'm literally just gonna try to rerun that same run that we just did, and hopefully the pipe holds. And I'll just be monitoring my boost and air fuel just to make sure that we're not gonna be running away lean or too much boost, etc. And our ignition is safe up top there. We don't got barely any ignition in it up top. So we'll be good. Man, this car's come a long way in the last couple days. I got the clamp tight. The one right off the turbo, I loosened it so I could get the other pipe back in, and I never tightened the one back on the turbo. That's why I wasn't making no boost. Still like 19 pounds of boost, I think. I'm going to turn the duty down a little more just so we can get a handle on it. See what it did. It kind of felt like it nosed over, like it lost a coupler again. So I don't know what it did. Oh yeah, it lost another fucking coupler. It's making too much power. Lost another coupler. Man, this intercooler setup just sucks on this car. It needs to be redone, 100%. Save and close. Holy shit, guys. We just made some pow. That little bit where it held and that coupler held on, we made 721 to the wheels, boy. Hell yeah. Oh, and she wasn't even plateaued yet. That was nothing. 721 to the tire. Not even having a handle on this thing. Man, it's gonna be a ripper. Let me get this coupler fixed again. It held on a little longer that time, and I lowered the boost a little bit, and it made this coupler just keeps flying off, guys, and it just laid down 777. If the coupler will just hang on, it's gonna clear 800 with ease. I feel like this car will go 950, 1,000 wheel probably, because this is on less than 20 pounds of boost. That was like 17 pounds right there. Man, it's this damn coupler right here. This is the second time it's blown off now. Damn. I'm gonna see what I can come up with and get this damn thing to work. Alright guys, I got a new clamp on there, and because this old hose clamp was kind of junk. It needs a T-clamp. It needs a better coupler setup on that section of the intercooler piping. And if this doesn't work, I might try to find a 3-inch piece of pipe that we can just get rid of that big 4-inch chunk that's on there. But we'll see if this holds up. I'm gonna be pissed if this thing makes more than my Mustang. I'm just kidding. But man, this thing's making some good power. that coupler was holding, it is boost creeping a little bit. So it's probably making a lot of power. I mean, it made the same power. 771 it made. I actually trickled in a little bit of fuel and wound it out a little higher. But yeah, guys, I mean, this thing is eating. It's eating good. Man, what an animal this thing is. Look where we came from yesterday, guys. 591 horsepower, tapped. I'm telling you, I would chuck all the boost control in it. It would not do anything. And today, switching the exhaust. First real hit makes 721. Little adjustments make 777. 930 foot-pounds of torque. Man. All right, well, I'm gonna see what we can do with this thing. I might try to clear 800 with it quick, and then once it does that, I'm done. This thing is just awesome. All right, guys, I just put 2 degrees of timing in it. It was only on 11 degrees on that hit. So I bumped it up to 13. We'll see what it does. That's at like 18 to 20 pounds of boost. It was like starting to creep up a little bit and walk a little lean, like 12.0. So it definitely needs more fuel at the higher RPM. That's kind of either telling me that the fuel pumps are dying, it doesn't have enough fuel pump, or something, because the map is scaled good for fuel. It's just, it might be running out of fuel pressure. You fucker, Roy. God, 814. It just made, damn, what a car, man. What a car. This thing is an animal, and I'm not even done with it. I literally put that 2 degrees in it. That's all I did, and it went from 771 to 814. It definitely liked that ignition timing. Let me just tell you. Well, I'm gonna let this thing cool off for a minute, and I'm just gonna verify that the fuel, I gotta get the fuel straight at this power level, and I'm parking it. We wanted to make between 7 and 8, and for us to clear over 8 with pretty easily. I just don't want to lean on this 6 liter too much, honestly. I'd rather have him enjoy it at this power level and see where it goes from there. Back-to-back runs, guys. 814, 813. It's making really good power. I think it's running out of fuel pump because I keep trucking fuel in the fuel map, and it's, no matter what I do, it's like a 1230 air fuel, and might just have to turn it down a smidge before I give it back to him, which is fine. But I really am excited to show you guys that I can get these things ripping. That's for sure. And you guys can, you know, proof is in the pudding on the exhaust. So hopefully you learned something today, and have a great night. I got to talk to the customer quick. All right, guys, that's probably going to be it for today. We did get a lot accomplished on this thing in a pretty short amount of time, and a lot of coupler issues, a lot of intercooler issues after the car actually started working how it should. That's another reason why I just tell you guys all the time, be aware of your exhaust. And a turbo car really likes to have a wide open, large, short exhaust. So as you guys can see here, just a 90-degree 4-inch pipe is all we put on here, and we gained a lot of power everywhere. Even on gate, 8 pounds of boost. We're making nearly the same power we were on 12 to 13 pounds before. I actually did a pull just for shits and giggles on the lowest boost I could, which was like 7 or 8 pounds. Makes 555 to the tire. And then on kill setting, which is what I'm going to leave it at for now, there's no sense in turning this thing up any higher, being that it's kind of running out of fuel pressure. But his kill setting is going to be, 20 pounds of boost, 813 to the tire, 960 foot-pounds of torque. Just an absolute animal. Hunter tuned to the rescue, guys. I'm really proud of myself to be able to do this kind of stuff now and have the confidence to take on jobs like this. Is it's a little stressful, but at the end of the day, I love helping people out, and Roy's been a good customer to me, and I can't wait for him to come pick his car up and enjoy it this summer. Hopefully we get over this damn coronavirus shit. I have 2 cars actually at the shop right now where guys can't even come pick their cars up because they're locked down in their cities, and it's just a tough time, and we got to all come together and just look to the bright side and stay positive during all this for sure. Once it passes, I'm sure that we'll be just such a stronger community and such a stronger nation in general, I feel, after all this bullshit. Just keep your heads up, guys, and I don't know. It's a scary time to be here. It's definitely a scary time. My anxiety's been kind of a little stressful lately, but at the same time, I'm just trying to stay busy and do my part and do my job, which is out here at the shop on the dyno tuning, just being the best person that I can be, and that's what I think all you should do too. Just be the best person you can be, and just kind of I don't know, isolate yourselves, whatever you got to do. Really nice smooth curve to end the day, and making jam, guys, making jam. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. Me and this Buick Regal are gonna head home for the night. I'm not taking it home, I was just saying that. Have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. See you later.